So cool. Good evening, everybody, and wishing you a very, very, very happy Teachers' Day. And it's a very big privilege for me to, like, say, get into a kind of a webinar with you guys on this special occasion. And also, fortunately, this week was also a National Nutrition Week, so that we thought that it's the right time so that we can bring in awareness to the most knowledgeable people who you are. So when we just given that transformation or awareness to you, I think when we tell you, it is gonna go through 1,000 more people and it's gonna reach a lot more kids and other parents as well. So today's topic is something which is gonna be a common topic, but we are gonna make it interesting by making sure that we don't indulge or bore you with the same stuff which is going to be repetitive. I'm sure that this session is not going to be a repetitive session of what you just went through all the nutrition sessions. I pledge that it would be interesting. So let's get started. So I think you can see my screen. Right? Good. So let me start presenting. Good. So the topic that is given for this year is nutritious diet for everyone. So this year, the people from the Nutrition Forum have decided that why not we start concentrating towards having a nutritious diet for everybody. So it's not it's age specific or it's not health condition specific or they did not categorize into everything, but they wanted to create an awareness that how and the nutritious diet is gonna like create an impact in whatever things that you guys are doing, right? Cool. So let's get started. In this session, you will learn about few things about, like, say, you will understand what the basic nutrition is. I think most of you would be knowing about the nutrition fact, but I'll reiterate the stuff. And we will also like learn and unlearn few myths and facts regarding the nutritious stuff, which is gonna revolve around us, like say from the YouTube, Instagram, social media handles, and everywhere. And we will also talk about the dietary needs, and we will go with the healthy eating tips as well. So, firstly, when we talk about nutrition or when we just try to understand what nutrition is, so theoretically we categorize into two things. One is macronutrients and another one is micronutrients. So macronutrients are something which act as a baseline for our body to have the instant energy or the stamina that our body needs in performing our day-to-day activities, which is which is going to come from the carbohydrates, proteins, and fat, which is the daily necessary stuff that we are having it on daily basis. When we take carbohydrates, carbohydrates are sub-classified into two. One is simple carbohydrates, another one is the complex carbohydrates. So, simple carbohydrates are the stuffs which has the tendency to just mix into your bloodstream very easily and they just cause a spike in your blood sugar levels. Whereas complex carbohydrates are the stuffs which take a little bit longer time for your body to digest and go through your bloodstreams. Therefore, that does not have any fluctuations in your insulin levels, as well as it helps in like keeping you full for a longer period of time. So these complex carbohydrates are something nothing but the millets that we eat. Okay. And proteins are, we basically call them as the building blocks, right? So they also help in the bone repair and growth of it. So that is also a very big function of it. And proteins also as a deciding factor for the weight gain in some people, especially during the underweight categories. So when it comes to fats, fats are also an essential source of nutrient which our body needs, but you need to be cautiously choosing what type of fat that you are taking. If you're taking the fat that is derived from the nuts and seeds, trust me, it's a very good fat because it has a lot of omega 3 and omega 6. It's going to benefit you in boosting your immunity, in boosting your cognitive function, boosting your digestive tract, and everything. The next thing is micronutrients. So when it comes to micronutrients, we are in a world that where I think in every household we have people taking multivitamin supplements for vitamins, minerals, and everything, just to ensure that they does not have any sort of like weakness and they don't have any sort of like lethargy and stuffs like that. So from our concept or the thing that we are trying to bring over here is why not we start to concentrate towards the eating pattern of what we do from now on, so that we make sure that our body meets the essential macronutrients and as well as the micronutrients, so that we are ensuring that we are in the healthier phase itself, right? So the next is we need to understand the importance of the balanced nutrition. So we people come and tell you that okay, the balanced nutrition is something which is going to be sustainable for a longer period of time. Why? The answer is the sustainability. When you take a balanced meal, which comprises of good amount of proteins, fiber, carbohydrates, and other stuff, that is something which is going to enhance your metabolic rate. So when your metabolism get enhanced and boosted, all your organ functions will be on perfecting. So because you're not overloading your body with something, or neither you're not depriving your body with something. So a well balanced meal is something which is gonna be sustainable and which is gonna be the best choice if you want to lead a healthier lifestyle. Good. So here are some common myths and facts. Okay. So we can commonly hear from people like saying that when you eat fat, you become more fat. Okay, stop eating fat. So the thing is, when you eat unsaturated fats, definitely the excess fat content from them gets deposited in your body, right? But when you eat the good fats, which is from the nuts, the seeds, and everything, they have a good amount of omega 3, omega 6, and everything. And also, they help in boosting your overall functions and support. And they does not contain a lot of calories. So you can have them. You can have fats which is derived from nuts and seeds. Okay. And the second myth that we hear common is that when you eat carbohydrate, it is very, very bad. So you should cut down the carbohydrates and focus on only the vegetables and proteins. No, because carbohydrate is the basic primary source of energy which your body needs on regular basis. Right? Without carbs, yeah, if you're on carb-free diet, you will get the sources from the proteins, you will get the sources from the fiber, but after a point of time, your body will be running out of the energy. So it will get the energy which is already stored in your body. So it will go to the depletion phase. So where that is the phase where you get a lot of like conditions related to the organ failure and stuff like that. So carbohydrates are very, very important source of energy. You should be wise enough to choose the carbohydrate that you eat. Go with the complex carbohydrates, go with whole grains, fruits, vegetables, which are essential for us. And this is something interesting. When you skip meals, it is very easy for you to lose weight. Come on, who said? No, not really at all. See, when you skip your meals, what happens is that your last meal and the next meal time gap is getting prolonged. So your insulin levels get fluctuated, which slows down your metabolism. And what happens when your metabolism gets slowed down is that when you're eating the next meal, your body's curving towards having excess food gets high. So you end up eating a lot. So the chance of you losing weight when you skip your meals is not going to happen. The next is you should avoid sugars. Yeah, we had a sugar topic the last week where we had a lot of interesting conversation with a lot of parents over here. But the sugars that is derived from the fruits and that is derived from the natural dairy products are very, very good that you can have them. But when you're adding sugars in addition to your diet from your coffee, from your desserts or something, make sure that you don't exceed that limit. For example, if you're having 2 cups of coffee, and in that 2 cups of coffee, if you're just adding only 2 tablespoons, not each, comprisingly it only 2 tablespoons, that's fine. But if you're having 2 tablespoons each, that is something which is concerning. Okay? Because all these are processed, these are leached. You don't have anything in that sugar. The next is when you eat a high protein diet, you will build muscle. See, proteins are the building blocks, but it not only helps in building your muscles. Proteins has other functions as well. It helps in your tissue damage repair, or it helps in the muscle growth, or it helps in, like, say, healthy weight gain, or it is something which is a deciding factor which happens with a lot of healing process and everything. And there are also a lot of concepts that we keep in our mind that if we are working out, we need to take in a lot of proteins. But when you are under an instructor who says that you need to have this much amount of protein because you are expending this much amount of calories, So make sure that you keep it to the limit of 0.8 to 1 grams of protein per kg body weight, not more than that, because over protein overloading in your body is going to damage your organs. So be wise when you are taking the protein intake, and you take the excess protein intake only when it is suggested by your physical instructor or by your nutritionist. So please don't take it of your own self. Yeah. And this is very, very interesting. Now, when you just scroll to the YouTubes and Instagrams, right, you just get in, like, say, have these detox diet, it helps in losing weight, or it helps in, like, say, burning out the fat content. Who said, yeah? Because I have seen a lot of YouTube videos where they come and tell me that when you have warm water with lemon, it helps in losing the belly fat. So if that is the case, whoever is having belly, when they have this thing, the fat should have got burned out, right? But that's not happening. So these drinks that you drink in the name of detox drinks are basically the drinks which helps in boosting your metabolism for better absorption. That's it. So you have your own organs, your kidney and liver to help in the detoxification process. So it's not necessarily that you need to indulge into something else, especially for the detoxifications to get enhanced. So this is again a very interesting topic where we come under the emotional cravings or eating. So there are a lot of people who come and tell me that, ma'am, I'm really, really stressed. So I'm eating a lot, I'm binge eating, and I'm not in a good mood. So I thought like I'll just go to my favorite restaurant, eat my favorite food so that I'll feel good after having it. Because these are something which is gonna get stuck into your stimuli, and it is giving you the signal that do this, but that is not beneficial, because in that state of mind you never know what you are really doing. When you eat with the emotional stress, or when you eat with these conditions, first is you never know what you're eating, and second is you have zero control towards the portion size that you are eating. So that's why whenever you are in any emotional distress, it is better to take a little bit of break, breathe in, and then decide what you want to do. So when you have a cravings, you need to understand a lot of causes. The environmental causes, the psychological causes, the biological causes, and everything, right? But when you are getting any cravings, your body is giving you the signal that there is something lagging in your body. Maybe you're not feeding your body with good amount of proteins. Maybe you're not feeding your body with good amount of fibers, or not enough carbohydrates. So if you're not meeting your daily nutrient requirement, after a period of time, your body gives you the signals of cravings. If you get cravings, you need to understand that you are not fueling your body very, very well. So what are the stuffs that you can help in managing all these things is, make sure that you eat regularly, on regular basis. See, in most of all my sessions, I tell to everybody that having your meals on time is very, very important. Because when you have your meals on time, you tune your body in such a way that at that particular time, your body will get the calorie intake so that it gets easily assimilated by your body. So eat regularly with a proper balanced diet concept. Second thing is your overall hydration. Make sure that you give a lot of importance to your hydration, because hydration not only helps in boosting your metabolism, it also plays a very vital role in boosting your bowel health. When you are having any sort of, like, say, bowel related concerns, like, say, constipation or loose stools, you need to be cautious towards your hydration levels as well, right? So whenever you want to eat something sweet, opt for fruits, opt for nuts, yogurt in the sense, don't go for the flavored ones, go for the plain ones. And it's always better to distract yourself and divert yourself into some other things which makes you interesting whenever you're into an emotional distress. Yeah. So this is something which most of us know, but we forget. Okay. Seasonal eating. Because that's the basic reason why we tell you guys to go for the seasonal available fruits and vegetables. Okay. So whatever the food items which is available to you in this particular season, make use of it. Because when you make use of that particular seasonal available fruit and vegetable, one, their bioavailability is very, very high. So the chance of that particular ingredient getting adulterated becomes less, because it is getting cultivated in a larger population. So they don't need to adulterate it. So you are getting the fresh thing from the market without any lot of pesticides and other stuff. And when it is coming into that season, the cost is also very, very cheap because it's easily available. So you don't need to spend in let's say hunk of money for getting a particular food. So always stick on to the seasonal available fruits and vegetables, no matter what. So there is an interesting connection between the food that you eat and the mindset. Good food, good mood. We'll learn how it is. So when there are sort of like say impacts which your food can create on your mental health. One is that if you're not having a good nutrient, well balanced diet, it can cause any sort of like say it can give you anxiety, it can give you a lot of headaches, which is very very common with most of the people these days. They say, ma'am, I'm having a lot of headaches, I don't know what to do. They get anxious of like say, I'm all good but I get anxious, I don't know, I don't know why is it happening. Anxiety, anxiousness, headache, all these happens when there is a lot like when you're not feeding your body properly. And definitely your blood sugar levels is going to play its role when you're not taking care of your diet. And then the importantly your gut health come on, your gut is going to cry, it is going to cry, it is going to ask you like say, God, what happened to you, why are you not taking care of me? When you take care of your gut properly, trust me, everything in your body will function very very well. Okay, so we'll just understand how a good food can elevate in getting a good mood. Okay. There are also some certain type of food which helps in enhancing your moods. Okay. Especially just keep in your mind the food which has a lot of omega-3, omega-6 antioxidant. These three are the key nutrients. When you take the food items from these three ingredient source, trust me, your mental health is gonna thank you saying that you're just taking care of it very, very well. So you can get good amount of omega-3 and omega-6 from the fish and from flax seeds and from chia seeds and from dark chocolates and stuff like that. You can also get it from the green leafy vegetables. Again, with regards to green leafy vegetables, choose the seasonally available ones. And berries. You get a lot of raspberries, blueberries, everything in the place where you stay. Make use of that berries because antioxidant is something which is going to help in boosting your immune system. And when there is any sort of like inflammation in your body, it has the tendency to reduce the inflammation as well. So go for this antioxidant rich foods as well. So let us understand a quick food swap exercise. Okay, we tell you that okay, don't have this, go for something else. Okay, I am here to tell you don't have this, but what else you can have if not you're gonna not have this. Let's understand that. Okay, so this is a basic concept where I want you to understand what are the things that you can just go for a healthier option, for a healthier thing where you can just satisfy your cravings, where your calories are under control, and it also helps in meeting your day-to-day nutrients. Okay, one, we tell you to avoid white rice. It's not basically because white rice is very bad, but it is getting adulterated a lot, it is getting polished a lot, where the nutrient content in it completely washes away. Only the starch content is there, which our body does not need into a larger quantity. So instead of white rice, you can just switch over to brown rice or quinoa, something of these sort, which has a little bit of higher nutrient content than white rice. I'm not completely asking you to have avoid white rice. You can have white rice with a good combinations of proteins and vegetables. Okay. And now we are in a world that we need to just make sure that we cook deliciously and also appealing to so that our kids at home have. So instead of you having the regular pasta or something, you can go for whole grain pasta or millet pasta. There are also pastas which are made out of, like, say, extracts of seeds and stuffs like that. So you can go for that. And whenever you're opting for noodles, also you can go for buckwheat noodles. You can go for udon noodles, all the millet variety noodles. And if you're a person who likes to have bread, instead of white bread, you can go for brown bread. But when you are just going for the brown bread, look into the label and just see if there is any maida content in it. Or you can go for multigrain bread. There are also bread which are made out of seeds. You can have that. And now The recent launch in the market is protein bread. You can check it in your local store where the protein bread is available, because one slice of protein bread roughly gives you somewhere around 9 grams of proteins. So that is a very good addition to your diet. So you can have that. And you can also just go for non-sugary breakfast. When you're making overnight soaked oats, make sure that you don't add in a lot of like honey and a lot of like other sugar ingredient. Instead, you can just put fresh fruits, berries into it, so that you enhance the fiber content and antioxidant in it as well. So for desserts, always go for this yogurt, yogurt with the berries. That is the best combination. Don't go for flavored yogurts. And regarding to oil, you can just go for avocado oil, which is the best for everything. And now in the recent studies and researches, they have found that avocado consumption and avocado oil is the best in boosting the fertility levels for both male and female, because avocado has a component which helps in balancing out the estrogen and the progesterone levels in your body, so that your hormonal functions gets regulated. So if you are a person who is trying for any kid, or if you have someone who is trying for kid in your family, advise them to have avocado. It can be they can have it as avocado as such, or they can use avocado oil for cooking the vegetables and stuff, because that is a lot more beneficial for them to have. And the other one is cheese. So whenever you're just opting for cheese, again, read the label. You can go for mozzarella cheese, you can go for cheddar cheese, where the fat content and the sodium content in that is very, very less and negligible. Okay. So here are a few tips that you can just really look into whenever you're just going to buy something. So one, as I always say, check the nutrient labels. Whenever you're buying something, check for the contents, because on the front they would be saying zero maida, but when you turn the back it will be like say refined flour. Check for it. So whenever you're just purchasing something, all you need to check for is what are the ingredients used in it, is there any refined flour, what is the percentage of sodium, what is the percentage of sugar content, and oil. Okay. And choose healthy cooking methods instead of deep frying. Go for grilled method, or go for like say, like you can uh, saute it a bit, but not with a lot of oil. And you can go for baking and other stuff, but don't use the deep frying method. And always go for fresh foods. Don't go for the frozen ones, because frozen ones are easily available to work, but just to preserve them, they spray in some chemicals to make that shelf life becomes for a longer period of time. Whatever is available to you easily, make use of that. Don't go for any god sort of like packed and preserved products. And always, whenever you're getting vegetables, it is very, very important for us to wash your vegetables and fruits thoroughly. So, I think last time when we have the webinar, one of the parent came and asked to me, like, say, what is the best way to make sure that the pesticides in the vegetables and the fruits gets killed? Okay, what you can do is that when you get a vegetable or fruit, especially vegetable, just soak it in like little bit of warm water, but not a lot of hot water. Little bit of warm water. Put all the vegetables into it and add a pinch of turmeric in it, because turmeric has a lot of antibacterial properties. So you drain it well. Just soak it for a good 20 minutes and then you drain out all the vegetables. That is going to help in, like, say, clearing out the pesticide contents. And now, whenever you're getting green peas and any green leafy vegetables, when you just wash them, now you can just see that green color coming out from them, which shows that they had a lot of added colors. Right. So, with regards to fruits, what you can do is that, especially with apples, you know that you can take the wax out of the apples. And the other fruits also, make sure that you're just washing them well, and you just wipe it out with a good cotton cloth and then. Okay. So, yeah, we have come to the end of the presentation. So, hope I was not so fast or running with the presentation. And if you guys have any questions or something, you can just feel free to ask to me. Any questions from anybody? Oh, we have people coming in. It's good. So, Uh, Jayalakshmi ma'am has a question of how fasting helps our health. So basically, fasting means intermittent fasting. It has a beneficial period of a particular span. Okay. So whenever we are putting in, like say, when you are targeting for a weight loss or when you are targeting for anything else, you would be like say put into a condition that you need to follow that intermittent fasting only for a period of 2 to 3 months because you cannot tolerate for more than that. Weight loss will happen, but the energy storage in your body will also get deteriorated. And if it is fasting, when you do it for Navratri or any other puja or festival, one time fasting is not a very big issue. But during your fasting, make sure that you take care of your overall hydration and you can load your body with a lot of good amount of fruits. That is not a very big issue at all. Anil Kumar sir has a question. Does dark chocolate increase the sugar levels? No, sir, it does not. But whenever you're just getting the dark chocolates, make sure that you check for the cocoa percent in it. It should be more than 70%. I know it will not taste that good. It will be very, very bitter. But yeah, if the cocoa percent in it is more than 70%, trust me, you're just doing something good for your body because it has a lot of antioxidant content in it. It does not have a lot of sugar levels, sir. Weekly once 24 hours fasting is good or bad? Jayalakshmi ma'am, I would personally tell you not to do 24 hours complete fasting, especially weekly ones. So if it comes like say once in a month or once in 2 months, that's fine because that is something that you are giving a kind of like a emotional break or like a static shock to your body so that the cells get rejuvenated and the functions goes well. But if you ask me personally, I don't want you to go for 24 hours fasting every week. Maybe you can just keep it to twice, 2 months once. That should be beneficial. But in that fasting, please make sure that you hydrate yourself very well. If you go into dehydration phase, that is gonna make your health even more worsen. So make sure that you take care of your overall hydration and you can have a little bit of fruits. And if you like to have any porridge or something, you can have it during the fasting period, which is good. So how to check the sodium level in the food? So whenever you are just getting any packed food items, sir, so when you just look into the labels, you will find out the sodium content in the information which is given in the label. So the things that I want you to check into that is for how many calories, what is the sodium percentage in it? And you should also just look into the fat percent and the sugar percent in it. So this is something which I want you to look into, and the sodium percent should not be more than 20. What kind of rice is advisable for sugar patients? So for sugar patients, it is better to switch over to millets, ma'am. So when it comes to the sugar patients, like it's not all the people who is having elevated sugar levels gets their insulin levels rise when they have white rice. My father is a diabetic person, but whenever he has white rice, his sugar levels does not get spiking because his body has tuned him in that way that his level of acceptance towards white rice is good. But he makes sure that the protein, the portions of the vegetables and the proteins is lot more than the white rice that he is having. So it is better to switch over to millets to make sure that you have a control over your sugar levels. And if it can, sugar patients can eat a lot of fruits. You can just eat I'll just tell you the fruits which you can avoid. I don't want you to have a lot of custard apples. I don't want you to have a lot of mango, lot of banana, lot of chiku, lot of grapes. But apart from all, and jackfruit, yeah. Apart from all these things, you can have all the other varieties. It can be guava, it can be pear, it can be apple, it can be all the berries, or it can be melons. You can have all these things that are also good for your sugar levels. But when it comes to fruits, especially the ones who is having fluctuation in your insulin level, make sure that you have your fruits in the first half of the day rather than having it in the second half. Maybe you just try to finish it up before 5 p.m., not after that. How much? Yeah. So, how much intake of water is advisable for an adult in a day? So, ideally, you should be having somewhere around 2.5 to 3 liters of water intake on regular basis, sir. Because your overall hydration is something that you're doing good to your metabolism, you're doing good to your bowel health, you're doing good to your gut health, and especially for the female population, it helps a lot with their hormonal balance, and it helps a lot in boosting their uterine functions and everything. So it is better to have 2.5 to 3 liters of water. But if you feel that you cannot have 3 liters of water, 2.5 as water, and the remaining 500 ml, you can just get it from tender coconut water or lemon water, or maybe chia seeds water into some mint leaves into it. Some infused drink is also fine, sir. So Patianam is good for diabetes. It is a traditional rice. Yes, you can have that. Ademari, you can also have Kaikuttal arisi, Karpu Kauni arisi, all these things whenever you are just getting it from the tradition. You can have all these things because they have a lot of good nutrient content, especially they have a lot of minerals compared to the other rice. So it's definitely a good go to all the traditional rice that you are making it. So the next question that we have is, what are the foods that are not good for uric acid? So when you are in a phase where you need to take care of your uric acid content, you need to be aware about the purine content. Okay. So there are some food items which can just trigger out this condition. The food items which has higher purine content, like say spinach, cauliflower, or something which you're not supposed to have. And with regards to if you're a non-vegetarian eater, you're not supposed to eat red meats, which is basically your beef, lamb, and pork, which has high amount of proteins, which has the tendency to increase your uric acid levels. Whereas you can just go for the lean meats, which is there in the chicken breast and stuff, so like that. And you're also not supposed to have a lot of seafoods because seafoods has the highest amount of urine content. You're not supposed to have it. And for the persons who is having high uric acid condition, you need to have the dal in moderation. So whenever you're taking any sort of like dal, make sure that you don't have dal for the complete day. You can have it for 2 meals, but not for all the 3 meals. So can we have only nuts and seeds as a meal per day? No, sir. Come on. So you can have them as a snack, but not as a meal, sir. But if you want to have it as a meal, one quick suggestion that you can do is that you can make a smoothie out of all the nuts and seeds by adding good 150 to 200 ml of milk and a little bit of soaked words into it, and you can just make it as a smoothie and you can have it for your breakfast, sir. But only nuts and seeds as a meal does not serve the purpose, sir. Can we consume almonds, walnuts on regular basis? Definitely, Srijit, sir. You can definitely have almonds and walnuts on regular basis. And I also usually tell people to soak the almonds overnight, remove the skin, and then have, because almond skin has a chemical compound called tannin, which interferes with the nutrient absorption. So you can just soak the almonds overnight. The next day, remove the peel. You can have 8 to 10 number of soaked almonds on regular basis, which is completely fine. And with regards to walnuts, walnut has a very good property of inducing your sleep. So what you can do is that before hitting the bed, you can have 2 to 3 numbers of walnut, which helps in improving your sleep cycle, sir. So you can have these both on regular basis without any regrets or second thoughts, sir. Hmm. Any more questions, teachers? Thank you. Yeah. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can just feel free to reach out to us. So we are here to uh, just help you with the little bit of knowledge that we possess to in the field of nutrition and fitness. And we would also be, thank you, Srijit sir. Thank you. So we are also in plans to like say conduct some fun weekly activities and tasks, especially for you teachers in the WhatsApp group, which Dinesh is already a part of. So we are in plan about it so that you guys are engaged into the nutritious pattern, so that you act as a like an inspiration to all the kids who would like take a lot of like say their own spirits, and they'll start incorporating it into their regular routines. Hmm. I think we have one more question. Is it good to drink hot or plain water in the morning or empty stomach? See, you can have any water, sir. It's not necessarily that you need to have warm water or hot water or plain water. You can have any water in the normal empty stomach that is not going to cause any sort of like benefits, or that is not going to cause any sort of like effects. In water in any form is fine, sir. Cool. So, any anything else, sir? Murugan, sir, you want to add anything, sir?
Nothing, ma'am. It was a wonderful session. It was very, very informative. Hope our senior vice principal also joined today. Daisy ma'am also with this.
It's really great to know, and it's an honor for us.
Good evening, Ms. Sandhya.
Good evening, ma'am.
I was not there initially, but I joined in between. And it seemed to be a wonderful session, very informative and very useful. I was just going through the queries that came up, and you were ready with the answers, required answers, and that has sort of instilled confidence in all of us. So we are going to rely more on you, okay, for our health benefits based on nutrition. So it was a wonderful session. Thank you, Ms. Sandhya.
Ma'am, good news is she is going to be our health advisor as well for our food and everything. She's going to take care of, make our diet plan for us.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The one all who have joined the session with us.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. You're most welcome, Sandhya. We look forward to with you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your feedback means a lot. Thank you.
Daisy ma'am is there. Daisy ma'am shown her interest to join the Nigeria team. Wow. She has asked for.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Happy Teachers' Day to all.
Yes.
The session was, of course, truly useful, and many things where as I was listening, I had listened also earlier in the previous sessions. So it was just like reliving those knowledge that we had already acquired. Thank you, Sandhya ma'am, for enlightening us with our own selves. I really need to start my diet. So hope this week would help me to work consciously. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot.
Okay, then Mr. Dinesh, are you here?
Sir, yes, sir, I'm here. Very well here, sir.
Okay, good. Yes, Dinesh.
Yes, sir. So similar to this, we can plan one more session similarly towards posture correction, strengthening, and like very mild workouts such as like back strengthening, back pain relief workouts, or how to make your back strong, core strong, balancing stability, and the importance of muscle building. So we can plan. Hopefully we can plan maybe coming week during Saturdays, and I will prepare the content and I'll just share with you, sir.
Okay. I'm sure.
Because like as Sandhya told, like building muscle mass is very important. That can only happen through exercise, breaking the muscles. So
then tomorrow we are not having session, right? Tomorrow session only today we had actually, right?
No, sir. Tomorrow we will. I said like because one of our parent he gave me a suggestion like to keep this session during Saturdays because UAE people they are not having holiday on Friday. They are free on Sunday. So I feel it would be better when we like move this Friday's webinar on Saturday.
Saturdays. Okay.
What do you say? I mean, what do you
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
sir?
that
Is it okay actually?
we can go for it.
Because yeah, Saturday means like both Kuwait people and like UAE people they can. And
But Saturday we are working morning. Very difficult for us. All our teachers would be very busy.
okay.
Morning meetings and everything. After evening is fine. Saturday evening would be better.
Yes, evening only we'll keep it actually. Evening maybe
Yeah,
like
then it's
same
fine.
time or
Jesse
like maybe
ma'am,
9 to 10.
the Jesse
Yes,
ma'am.
Friends, I think Saturday evening would be ideal
Yeah, that's Saturday evening is fine.
because we work on Saturdays.
Yeah, ma'am, and then we should start our session soon.
Yeah. Mr. Dinesh, I'm sorry I couldn't call you after that. I was so held up and it just slipped my mind. Today I told Murugan, so I was supposed to call you and I didn't. So we
No
should
problem.
start again, revive our session.
Yes,
Yes.
sure, sir. We will start from like coming Monday itself or like coming Monday.
Okay,
It's
we
the
need
timing.
to the timing.
Yes, yeah. For that timing, yeah, you just you people discuss because like you will be the best person to suggest timing because like Murugan sir, you just let me timings like whatever the suitable
Okay,
timing.
I'll discuss with them and fix the time.
Please, yes.
Yeah.
Even I'm waiting for that actually. We thought of like having one separate meeting for that, but anyway, like since you people are like very busy.
Monday onwards.
Okay, Monday
We
weekend we will.
Before
Yeah.
that, we'll plan the timing. We'll plan the timing and we'll start.
We will build a number at least up to 10 and they will.
Yeah. Should increase the number.
Yeah.
And let us look at the
double digits. We'll make
suitable
a
time
double.
frame.
Yeah. Already Daisy ma'am is joining us. Okay, we will find people. Kavita ma'am is there and who is there? Our Munira ma'am is there. We will find a few more and we can start the session.
Yes.
At least 5 to 6 more we will add and with 10 we can start from Monday. Huh?
Sure, sir. Monday, I'm very well ready. Actually, I'm all set here. Just need to know the timings, so we can go for from Monday. And individual consultations and individual a tailored diet chart will be given from Sandhya by taking your available time as per your current health status, medical conditions, or physical conditions. A customized diet chart will be given according to your food lifestyle, food culture. Like because this is a very general, kind of again awareness topic. So that is very, very important. Diet is 75%, as we all know, and exercise is 25%. But exercise is too technically. We need to like, of course, like corrections, posture corrections, form strengthening. Like so much of like anatomical, like again, like like anatomical topics, biomechanic topics. So
Yes, Mr. Dinesh, we have a few more people. Our teachers are there. Teachers, anyone interested in sharing something about the session? And if you have any interest to join our team, it's totally our based on it's for our own fitness, health and fitness. It benefit a lot. Okay, we are all in the team. Daisy ma'am joined now. Munira ma'am is there. Our inspiration is our chairman, sir. All are in the team. If anyone would like to join, please contact Tessie ma'am or Daisy ma'am or myself. If you are in IES, you can contact Mudira ma'am. Okay, and enroll yourself before Saturday. From Monday, we are starting a new session. Jayalakshmi ma'am is there in this meeting. Latika ma'am is there. Stintu is there. Nisha ma'am is there. If anyone would like, are willing to join, please contact us. Anil Kumar sir is there. Mr. Anil. Leena ma'am is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Fine, sir.
You can also join our team.
Yeah.
It's mainly for the teachers their fitness we are carrying actually. Please join. It is worth joining. You will really enjoy. You will see the difference in you. Okay, for our kind of the mental pressure and everything will be released, and you will have really good time. Okay, Mr.
Okay,
Anil.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
If you have any queries, you can contact me. Yeah.
Okay,
Saturday.
okay. Fine.
Okay. Other teachers as well. All other teachers. All are in the group.
Nandita,
Meenu.
Meenu,
Yes.
teachers who are here, Nandita, Meenu.
Yeah. And we can even we can ask our what's Aswati ma'am also. Because,
Yeah, yeah.
Nandita Krishna replying. Okay, ma'am, we'll form a team soon and we'll start the session.
Okay, Nandita. Mr. Srijit will join, he says.
When will I will join. Yes, Mr. Srijit. Yes. Welcome to our team. We should have a fit people. We should have a club for us.
Yeah.
Radhika ma'am will
Radhika is
join.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for us actually. Weekly 3 days, and we will have a special dietitian for us. However, we can find, and we will not go for and ask anyone. See, there's such a well qualified team it is. Okay, we can. It's good for us actually. Meenu has replied she will join. Okay, please contact Tessie ma'am or Daisy ma'am, and we will form a team, very good team. Okay, Mr. Dinesh, anything else from your
Yes,
side?
sir. Yes, sir. I mean, everything
now
is clear.
only almost 10 reached. We can start the session from
Yeah.
Monday. We got 10 now already.
Thing is that, like honestly, like I personally, we wanted to do something for teachers. Like giving their health back is something like we feel that's more important, and it could be priceless also. And we are trying to reverse their age only. Like going back to 1980s and 70s. That kind of activeness we want to bring. And by next Teachers' Day, definitely I will just give that gift. Okay. So it's not about numbers. Honestly,
This
it's about
team is
something better.
the people those who are here actually these are all the experts. They are in reversing the age. Okay, they challenge and do it. 10 to 15, they will reduce. Your age will be reduced. They challenge and do it.
Metabolic age for you. Like look, metabolic age, everything will be like, like if people are like seeing you, they'll feel like, oh my God, you're like going back. So like that they'll tell. Real age cannot be like, but the metabolic age can be definitely reversed.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll wind up then. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, teachers, again.